Hello everyone and welcome to the very first Photoshop tutorial by me. As you can see, it all begins with an empty document. So I managed to find a nice picture of a mountain. Neat, but as you can see, it's not big enough to fill the document. With the picture selected, we go to Edit and then Free Transform just to size it up. But I'm also gonna tweak it a little, so we go to Edit, Transform, Warp. We drag it out so that we just fill the boundaries. Looking pretty neat. Then we take this handsome skull we have laying around and select it by using the magnetic Lasso tool. This allows us to make a mark just around the object we want from the picture. After we've done that, we press Ctrl C on the keyboard, which copies our selection of the skull. Back to our project and hit Ctrl V, which simply pastes it. We resize the skull with Transform to make it fit the top of the mountain. I changed the blending mode to overlay just to see how it looks so far. To avoid making the color of the skull affect the mountain, I go to Image, Adjustment, Desaturate, which make it black and white. I remove the jaw since I'm gonna make it have an open mouth. After selecting a small part of the mountain, I copy it and pasted it as a layer above our skull. Then we go to Filter, Liquify, which allows us to smudge around parts of the image as we want it. When done, we change the blending mode to Hard Light. By using masking and pencil tools, we erase some of the skull to making it look more part of the mountain. We create a new layer and start filling in the eye sockets and nose with some soft black color. Since I wanted an open mouth, we're gonna need to take a jaw from a different image. Same selecting tool as we used before, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Reshape it by using Free Transform so it fits with the rest of the skull. To make it blend in as the upper part of the skull, we'll do the same procedure as before. This is starting to look pretty good, but we're not there yet. I'm thinking a path into the mouth. That would be really cool. Let's do it. Copying a path from a suitable image. Tweak it with a warp tool. I decided just to keep the path part of the image. This part is ridiculous, I have no idea what I'm trying to do here, but that is often how it is, trial and error. If I could, I would have slapped my past self in the face. Skip. I added another layer to paint some shadows between the teeth, making it look not so flat. To make the teeth not look too identical in the texture and to remove snow, I used the clone stamp tool and painted bits of mountain onto them. I erased some more from the path just to get rid of grass and such. Then I used Image Adjustments Color Balance to gray out green parts left. Adding some mountain parts of the image to make the path look good. A lot of transform and tweaking. Path looks good, me gusta. I added snow by using an adjustment layer called Channel Mixer, brighten it up and change the blending mode to Pin Light. I later decided to add a channel mixer layer on top of everything to brighten up the snow and some light part of the image. After that, I wanted a little bit of fog to make it a little bit more spooky or airy, you know, whatever. So to get that, we add a new layer, go to Filter, Render, Clouds, which will create this black and white cloud thingy, dark, you know. Change the blending mode to Screen, which leaves us with just the bright parts of the clouds. If you want to have the dark parts, simply choose Multiply, which will give pretty much the same thing, but you know, the dark parts. Added a little bit blur to it by going to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur. I erase some fog so you can see the skull and the sky a little bit more clearly. I add a new adjustment layer called Curves to tweak the colors to my liking. This looks like a really badass mountain. Adding some finishing touches and it's done. Looks pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this probably confusing tutorial, leave a like and hopefully I'll do more. Have a good one.